Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey. I'm Resolves, and today we're going to be taking a look at Kamato is at it again. Literally, will not ever let a combo deck die. Like, never. But before we get to that, actually, I've been saying hello and welcome to the Eternal Journey for maybe like 2 years now. Oh, I've got a bit of a glare off the screen there. Too much going on. But it's actually another YouTube channel that is the Eternal Journey, and I think they've not got many videos up yet. But they've also got a podcast, and I think they mostly talk about draft, which is something that I don't actually cover. I gave them a bit of a gentle ribbon about using the Eternal Journey, but I never wrote that down anywhere and only really said it, and most people, I don't think they hear it. Like, they just fast forward to the games anyway. But yeah, more than happy for them to be called this, but you should definitely check them out. I'll put a link in the description below, because more podcasts for the game is definitely good at being able to get the reach out, because I know different types of people do enjoy that kind of content, and if you've got a commute and you've got to drive, it's much easier to do that than it is to watch someone play, and it's much less of a visual medium. But yeah, give him a spot because there's not that many people outside of maybe Baleb. Yeah, you know, the Team Rockstar guy. There's not that many people who are actually doing like specifically draft stuff, and I see these have also got some like expedition stuff. So yeah, that's good. Definitely give them a follow or subscribe, whatever it is you need to do. Anyway, so come out at it again. So Diogo has never changed, but the cards around it, well, one of them has anyway. The Invoke the Waystones. Now you just, if you would draw the copy, draw it at the end of the turn instead. Probably just completely kills a card that is not. Yeah, maybe it's the merchants that are the problem, but yeah, whatever. So for now, what we're doing is we're going to give Aid of the Hooru Destiny with Diogo. Then we can fetch it with the Guard of Omens. A nice play pattern that I had when I was playing the original version of this deck that I had Invoke was to play Guard of Omens, I don't know, Ice Ball, or use Meltdown if you need to try and stack how you're going with the ability Guard of Omens, and then you resurface and then you play Diogo, give the top spell Destiny, and then you're able to go ham. There are a couple of different versions of this deck. There's one that's trying to also play a couple of different really splashy spells, so there's like Channel of Tempest and all that sort of gear. But for now, we're just going to be playing this version because it's got Aid of the Hero, which is pretty nice because it stuns our opponent's units. With Zal Chi, it's got a bit of a life gain associated with it. It's going to gain you 4 armor. We're not using the armor, but it's basically life gain. And we've got no weapons, so we can't get it melted or bored or whatever. Just like, it can't be dealt with Guard of Omens anyway. So once we've given it Destiny, it is going to get played for free. We're going to draw 4. We're going to play some Owls, which is like kind of win condition, on top of just having like these bodies that are able to attack. And then we can Excavate it, so we put a card in my void on top of our deck, we gain 2 lives, so it gives us a little bit more survivability, and then we're going to play it again. So we're going to gain another 4, we're going to make some more owls, we're going to draw 4 more cards, and then once we've done that, we're going to use Reread for the last cycle, because Reread does give the spell Voidbound, which is not the best, let me tell you, because if it's got Voidbound, we can't Excavate it. I don't think there's any other ways that we could potentially get the spell back, but I think pretty much when you've got stuff like Zal Chi in your deck, and they do make the 4/4 owls. Once we've done that, it's probably game over for our opponent anyway. This is super interesting that the concept of the deck is still alive. It's just a bunch of merchants, and then we do have the overlap because we've got all these merchants. We're able to play Common Cause, which is going to help. Common Cause as well could give us the backdoor out to be able to get the double justice over here. I did joke in Discord that maybe instead of Devotee the Sun should play Trailmaker just so that we can, accidentally played an Aid of the Hero because I drew it. But yeah, it's probably not worth it. I think that Devotee is pretty much understood to be perhaps the better 2-drop ramp spell. And in terms of 2-drop ramp, we've got Power Stone and Devotee, both as methods that your opponent can't torch, which is pretty potent. Because obviously if you just need to get up the power, you can play Devotee as shifted unit, and then your opponent is unable to interact with it outside of things like Hailstorm. So let's take this onto ladder, give it a couple of goes. I mean, the deck was perfect, what can we say? So yeah, let's go. Okay, well, we get to ramp, and we've also got like a 4/4 for free. But I don't know, maybe we could just do a little bit better than this. But, I mean, interaction isn't really our thing anyway. I think this is probably fine. It's a lot of depleted power. I would like to find an undepleted power just to sort of speed us up a little bit. But we can catch up anyway because of the Power Stone. Uh-oh. Praxis tokens. It's been a while. Yeah, there's not too much we can do about that. I mean, we can gain lives and stun like the opponent's board with Aid of the Hero. That's kind of our plan. We're just like going for like, I don't know, snapping off some sort of finest out nonsense there with fast spell. I'm going to assume that that is... Our opponent's got some sort of fastest speed interaction, so I'll probably like Torch. Okay, well, I'm going to use this. Our opponent could have Flame Blast, so I could be sad that we've used up the Cobalt Waystone, but I think we're probably okay. I'm just going to play a 4/4 next turn. Get Diogo, and then on the next turn we should be up to 5 power, so we'll be able to play both of these, and then just get up into being Big Diogo Town. Obelisk could be a bit of a nuisance, but I think we're kind of fine for now. I'm going to pop away one of these banners because then we've always got like the undepleted power, which I don't really need yet. I think it's just going to be like block city here, play out another blocker and the Power Stone. Sicalis, it's kind of rough here because obviously we're just not going to block it because it just kills our thing. We take a damage. If we're going to take damage, we may as well take damage and keep our thing in play. Okay, well, I think the 2/3s play a better body than the 2/2. So is there anything in here that we actively want? And I think we'll just go and... Actually, we kind of need to... I'm going to assume that we're safe. And our opponent's not just going to snap kill our thing. Keep it like this. Actually, I'm going to turn my phone on... Off vibrate, rather. Yeah, well... What's our opponent going up to here? Just torch shopping, that's fine. I mean, I'll trade here. This seems okay. Yeah, we take 1, take an additional 2 here, so 3 total. But we cleared our opponent's biggest threat. And then we get to play Diogo, and then when our opponent goes to attacks, we can just Celestial Omen for the Aid of the Hooru. Also, a nice thing that we can potentially do in this deck is, well, not now, but in the games where we're not under as much pressure, we can perhaps give both copies of Aid of the Hooru Destiny, which means that we could perhaps draw the second one with the first one. That'd be really nice. But for now, so we're not attacking with the things that our opponent cares about. I guess we'll just do it like this. Okay. Well, I'm going to face Aegis here. That seems good. And I guess we can try and attack, get our opponent to trade some units here. I'll take 3 damage, which is pretty good for me. So the way this is going to happen is we're going to go and fetch the Aid of the Hooru. Our opponent's probably going to then get stunned for like an additional turn. So Aid of the Hooru up, we gain 4. We're going to stun everything. We do like a bunch of power, which is not ideal, I'll be honest. But we can then go and fetch... we can go fetch the Aid of the Hooru again, which is really nice. I suppose we can use Granite Omens to fetch something on top that we would like. Yeah, I'll gain 2 every day of the week. So we get to attack our opponent for 11 here. Actually, I could have attacked him for a lot more. Whoops. I'm just so used to playing these defensively. So let's just get rid of the potentially depleted power. I guess... Yeah, we'll just play out of one of these. And then we've got our opponent stunned. We should have attacked for another 4 here. And then, end of our opponent's turn, we're just going to be able to fire out this Aid of the Hooru. Get back on our top of our deck and then just kill our opponent. Yeah, opponent sees it coming. We've fetched with a Time Merchant, so obviously we've gone and got the Excavate. Otherwise we're just cycling powers back in. But yeah, we did make a mistake at the end, but ultimately it didn't really matter. Is this speculative? Because we can play 1-drop ramp into 2-drop or 3-drop ramp, but I think that we probably have to redraw that. I think we probably want a hand a little bit more like this. Actually, we should have gone a 6 there, because we've got the Aid in hand, but we can trade that out for something else. I I think we only really need the one aid. If we draw the second aid, that's rough. We'd probably end up having to like draw it. Oh dear. Well, we're potentially against... yeah, let's just play it like this. Potentially against Stone Scar aggro, which is going to be a rough matchup, pretty much no matter what here. Yep, so definitely Stone Scar. A bit of a slower turn. Oh, well, Suffocate slows us down as well. Guess we'll go for the red and just play it both the initiates. Plus up to 4. Probably going to trade out the aid. I hope that opponent's not going to be too quick on the... Too quick off the bat here. Send Waste could be... Oh, if they got Abducts, that'd be really good for us. Well, really good against us. As like a piece of technology. Well, I'm just going to play Jedi Merchant here, go and fetch the big boy himself. Opponent's going to get to attack us for 3 unblockable and the 3-2 here, which I'll just hopefully trade with. The 3-4 here could be a bit of a problem because we can't really block it very well. Yep, I'll snap block. Hopefully just like, yep, just hit the power, which is what we're looking for. We are a little bit slow to get going here. We are looking to kind of draw sight or have the time to be able to gratefully smuggle here. So we are taking 9. We do get to chump next turn though. So we're going to go and grab Celestial Omen, which I have a sneaking suspicion that our opponent was pretty heads up. It's grabbed Sabotage, which will slow us down here. I guess we... Well, we ain't blocking, because they are incredibly important to our plan. Also, just having them face down means maybe our opponent's less likely to torch them. But I do have a sneaking suspicion that Sabotage is going to happen here. It doesn't. Oh. Okay, well, crack our opponent for 2 then. Hopefully our opponent's using like a Bandit Queen turn here. That'd be really good for us. Okay, so not Bandit Queen turn. But we get to stun our opponent's board. And draw like a bunch of cards. So Vara's here. Vara could be a problem, but I think, yeah, let's just have it be a 3-3. So I'll play the banner out. I'm going to try and aim for this to be able to gain us another 2 lives as well. So from here, we can go and fetch a Excavate. I think we can just attack for 8 in the air. And then, do we just ramp it up again? Or do we play the Annex Smuggler? I think the only thing we want is like a Zal Chi. I think we'll grab Zal Chi for now. Yeah, that seems good. Then we've got like a double block on the Vara if we really need it. Nothing comes off the stun this turn, so we should be good. And then, are we fine to take the 3? I think we are, because I think that just kills our opponent, doesn't it? Because they go to 13 and then, yep, opponent's dead. Get to gain some lives. Just put the spell on top again. So there it is. Yep, our opponent's off it. This deck's actually really effective at beating like the creature-based decks, it seems. Okay, well, we've got no ramp and only 2 of our factions covered, so I think this is a redraw. And I'm actually going to redraw this again. This can get us up to a 3, but I think we'd just be, if we get this torch on the draw, we'd I think just be so far behind. Although Guard of Omens could be helpful. But yeah, I think I have to redraw this. I think going to 6 is probably fine. We're just going to be playing draw 4s or whatever. On the draw as well, so I don't mind being a card back. Okay, so we're off on 6, which is good. I think we're kind of ahead in that interaction. Okay, so opponent's playing like the even deck. So let's play the Elysian Banner down, and then we'll just play our Devotee face down, or shifted. So opponent's probably setting up like a Hojan, so they've got a bit of a quick ramp going on. So over here, what do we want? I think the only thing we need is the double Primal, so let's grab a Primal. We've got a fire over here. Actually tempted to play this face up because it gets a block, like the 1 point could matter. Although I suspect our opponent's going to play this just to bond out something, so they could bond out a Copper Hole Paladin. I think that's the Freak Four's called. They get it for 1 cheaper because of the bond. Or potentially just do like a big Hojan turn. That Hojan's a bit of a combo, but also it feels like not the best combo because you do generally use up the double boost turn. Yeah, it's sort of like a ramp piece for our opponent, it seems. Okay, well, let's ramp it out, I guess. I guess we can put away Zal Chi because we can just get him back later. And then I suspect we're just getting cracked in the chops for 4 here, and we're just fine with that. Our opponent is playing the even Paladins deck, so they don't have... Like, there's no finest hour here that we need to worry about. Okay, so Garden of Omens is good. We could potentially wait and just give both of them Destiny, but I think it's probably not worth that. We get to play Garden of Omens, fetch something, and then potentially kill something afterwards. Okay, so our opponent's making the most of the even-handed golem here. Putting weapons around is really good. Putting weapons here is good as well because it ramps our opponent up, so they get to fetch a little bit more effectively. But I will snap block here because this is a good card against us. I am just going to resurface, put our Destiny Aid of the Hero on top. I don't think we need to place Initiate. I'm kind of happy just to have a card, although we're about to draw 4 cards, so I shall probably have extra power in play. And then off the back of that, we'll draw 4, so if we need to like merchant things out, we should be okay. They're sort of standing in for the Celestial Omen here, so we still get like a couple of goes back at the apple here because we get to Excavate and then reread. Should draw enough merchants to be able to do both sides of that. Our opponent is at 37, so that is a lot of damage that we need to do, but we do also have access to Zal Chi as well. So potentially should have a bit of a beater to go. Our opponent can gain a lot of lives here. Not sure how this matchup would go. But yeah, who are they attacking? Just the site? So I think just killing the site is fine. Obviously not the most ideal. Okay, so we get to give ourselves a face Aegis. We're unable to Zal Chi yet. I was kind of a misplay. Maybe we should play the common cards to get the time source, but yeah, I think we'll be okay for now. Because we're about to draw a bunch more cards. So let's go and fetch a reread. Let's go and fetch an Excavate. And then crack in for free. Show them who's boss here. Should probably draw the time source anyway, just because we're about to draw a million. Okay, Desecrate, that's a bit of a win condition for us. So let's put that back on top. Our opponent can kind of outlast this onslaught. Just because of how much life they've gained, really. Okay, so let's get the time source side. Our opponent's stuff is still stunned there. And do we have anything else we can fetch in here? Nope. So let's just crack in with the entire team. And then I suspect. So let's grab one of these, turn it into a Zal Chi, and then, yep, my opponent's had enough. Because our plan next turn is to reread into Zal Chi, which stuns everything, and then kills our opponent. Okay, so, well, common cards looking perfect here. Let's redraw this. We can do better. Is that case capable of doing some nonsense? This is not the best. But we've got a bunch of time sources and common causes. Got no ramp until 3 anyway, so should be alright. Yeah, I don't actually kind of like, because we draw the time source, we're great, aren't we? Because we just, yeah, let's not do that. We draw a time source next, or a common cause, not Diplo Seal. Maybe that was worth considering, the Diplo Seal. Well, I just wanted to get is fine. Well, let's kill our opponent with that. I am going to fetch Diogo. Just because if all goes well, we hit a time source next turn. Not common cause, because we just turned that off. But we hit a time source next turn. We're able to play... This is becoming a little bit rough. We did do it to ourselves, you know. I take full responsibility here. Our opponent doing this might be fine. So yeah, opponent takes the merchant. They know what we're up to. I snap double block this, because this will be a problem later. Probably his torch. Yeah, annihilate. That's fine. So opponent still gets to deal 2 to us here, and 3 to us from this. Power Stone's not quite it, I'll be honest. Could keep our opponent busy. I think keeping our opponent busy could be good. Because now if they have to spend a turn attacking this... I mean, that's just good for us, right? We get to find out if we draw a time source first. Because if we draw a time source, I'm just going to snap this off. Okay. Paul's going for this. Killed our opponent's thing. Gained us like 3 lives. And if our opponent had like a queen turn, then it saved us from that. But I don't suspect we'll be doing too well here. Uh-oh. Well, it's time for the 5-5 champion, and we've drawn an Aid of the Hero. I'm just going to save everyone time and concede this game. Okay, well, we're missing a faction, but we've got a lot of ramp, so I will keep this. Seems like a good hand. If we're not really interrupted too much by what the opponent's doing. Yeah, let's grab a time source here. Okay, so opponent could be playing like an even Xenon, but I think that given... Oh, dear me. I think given what opponent could do if there's in, I think I'm just going to keep this here. I don't want to get suffocated or annihilated, that just feel awful. Yeah, opponent playing Teacher's fine. I'm just going to play a 0-4. Oh, yes. Treat yourself 2019. Here we go. Diogo time. Please don't abduct us. No abducts. Actually, just don't kill this, because that'd be awful. Yep, Tokus is fine. I think we're just going to Diogo now. So, this isn't great, but what I don't want to happen is, I don't want to play Guard of Omens, and then, out of nowhere, our opponent just... We play Guard of Omens, it kills one of these. Our opponent kills our 0-4, which is very easy at doing Xenon, and then just attacks our site and kills it, and then we're unable to get our magic going. I'll do this. If our opponent plays the site that gives them both, not the site, the standard, that gives them both quick draw and +2/+0, that's kind of bad for us, but I guess it's also fine. Yep, so they played the Cobalt tactic. But we didn't take any damage. Uh-oh. Well, we are getting teachered. I guess it's just going to have to suck to be us, and we're just going to get teachered. That's it. That's all there is to it. We'll draw more power because of the owls anyway. Yeah, it's going to be kind of rough, isn't it? We do get... Our spells cost 1 less if this survives. If our opponent attacks this instead of us, then... Who are you attacking? Deal. I will take it. Because... Yeah, getting 2 disciplinary weights on us would be... not the best when our deck is built around a draw 4. Yeah, Elysian Temple's fine. Let's go attack this for 1. Taste it. Might draw a Praxis Merchant and kill it. Yep, here we go. Just draw like a million... What do we want here? So... we do have another Ada there that we can probably grab. Let's just get an Excavate going. So I'm going to hang fire on the common cars. Should I have attacked that? Yeah, I'm not sure if I should actually. We don't have a thing to make this big. Just kind of stinky. Let's just go and grab the... Diplo Seal's useless at this point. Let's just go and grab the Excavate. I guess we'll play it out naturally. Yeah, because next turn is going to be like a big alpha against the opponent. Are we getting a scare, one of us? Yeah, his initiation's kind of fine. Our opponent's stuff is not going to be... Yeah, that's fine. You can have a 5-5. Because from what I understand how this is going to go, our opponent's not going to get a turn where their stuff is not stunned for like the next 20 turns. Kamar did a really good job of just making this be the thing that this deck does. Oh yes. Got like an obelisk for one of our things as well. Yeah, opponent's had enough. What can I say? This deck's busted. I love it. Finally get to play something broken again, and it's not been nerfed yet. Okay, so this is the last game from me. I think this is a redraw. I'm still so jealous that I can't get this Curix totem. We do have an Aid of the Hooru in hand. It's kind of stinky. Not a big fan. But we've got common cards. I'm going to make it my mission to try and play this game. Our opponent's got echo cards, so they're probably not going to be crushing us in the head with like 2 drops, so we should be alright. What's that emote from? Oh, we spoke too soon. Well, I've got a lot of ramp going on. Probably I'm just going to play Devotee face down next turn. Strategize is good. Yep, you play Strategize. Strategize is fine. So it could have been a Snowball or a Step 1. Don't do this. This is probably not how the deck's supposed to be played. But I feel like we're okay to do this. Oh, why does the opponent have to kill our fun? And now I'm going to have to put this in the market. But also... Yes, it's rough. Because I'm pretty sure that no matter what our opponent's up to here, they've got a Royal Decree, which is going to kill us. No matter what we do. We can't Unseal. I guess we just go for Diogo. We play Initiate. Hope our opponent didn't get Royal Decree. If our opponent got Royal Decree, then we are deads. Also, yeah, so we're attacking, so that's telling me that our opponent's got Royal Decree. In which case, we're going straight to the deck tech. Yep. So, it's one way of beating combo decks. This card is actually really tedious to play against and with. Okay, so there we have it. Kamato is at it again. Just making these combo decks. That really felt like just a really smooth gameplay. and I'm enjoying that we can still play with like this card Diogo. Perhaps not for the intended. I don't know what the intended purpose for this card was. I'm going to assume it's supposed to be for some sort of like burn moment of creation deck. You just play this, go big, and then all of a sudden you're just like, I'll play like a million moments. I'm going to play a bunch of really proactive spells, draw a million cards, and then just like kill the opponent. But I like using it for its own intended purpose, which is just being a little bit cheesy and just playing these fun combo decks. Anyway, thanks for watching. I've been That Resolves. I'll see you around. Don't forget to check out the other channel in the description below. Just for some limited podcasting fun. See you later.